Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Kiba. It's time for another session dev blog. So let's jump right into it. We got a lot to go over and some things that I want to talk about personally. Comments from the studio. Hey folks, we released version 1 over 2 months ago. We're loving all the content being pumped online by players and skaters alike. From clips to full edits, the community posts never cease to amaze us. We've seen everything from buttery back tails to recreations of classic skate parts. There's no shortage of unique gameplay content being produced within the game replay editor. September's version 1 release of Session was a major milestone for us as a team, but even bigger for us as a studio. Building a game studio and shipping an original IP is a huge feat, and we are beyond proud of what we've been able to achieve with our limited resources. 2022 was by far one of the more challenging years for the Session team, with the release of public update 2 build, with the closing of early access, and culminating at the launch and release of version 1. All these deliverables were achieved while also managing the ebb and flow with the growth of the studio. The road to release was almost 5 years long, but over that time, the size, dynamics, and composition of our team changed considerably. We had departures from key roles, but nonetheless managed to push on, solidifying our vision and ensuring we provide the most balanced experience at launch. The 2 months since launch have therefore been a calm after a storm, but we have been more than busy during this time. Since the last update, game improvements, continued optimization for performance, our cities continue to get optimized to ensure we provide the best performance on all supported platforms. So that means more optimization for last gen consoles like PS4 and Xbox. In my opinion, we just need to try to get more next gen or current generation consoles out there and completely stop making games for last gen because it's holding back games. Pause menu restructure in order to improve visibility as well as ease of access to core menu and settings. We have cleaned up and restructured the pause menu. Okay, I wonder what that's gonna look like. It was fine for me before, but I guess there could be some things that are easier to find, like the mission stuff. You have to go into skater logs and you have to go into missions, and a lot of people don't even know that you can track the missions by going into skater logs. So speaking of mission tracking, improved mission tracking will allow you to jump between main path, secondary, and pro missions on the fly. Nice. Mission completion. If you complete steps of an untracked mission, you are now notified. That's fantastic. I had a problem when I was first doing the story mode missions, and I lost track of Louis Barletta. I couldn't find him. And hopefully they fixed Billy Marks, because one of his missions is just untrackable. You can't find him. You have to look him up to find out where he is to complete his missions. So, mission progress. You are now fed side missions to meet the required XP before proceeding to the skate shop meetup and all other art gates. Finally! So now there is a clear identifier for the XP requirements. Before, when you did the skate shop meetup or the Philly Jam or the EMB Jam, you had to have a certain amount of XP before you could do that, but the game didn't tell you that. Literally, the game literally wants you to go out, do more missions, get more XP, but it doesn't tell you that. It just says, go out and talk to some people and we'll let you know when we're ready. It doesn't tell you there's XP requirements. So hopefully this should make it more clear. Mission detection improvements throughout the mission arc based off of player feedback. Okay, so they improved the mission detection. I know one of the most pain in the ass missions is Donovan's rock roll challenge, where you have to go up some plywood on a rock and flip back out, come down. That mission's a pain in the ass, so hopefully that detects much better. Transit system improvements. The transit map now identifies the single stop nearest to the required location from any city. The transit map now identifies the nearest stop to the destination within the same. Replay editor updates now store TLD challenges made in the editor. So the replay editor and the in-game time of day are now saved separately. Awesome! I love that. Added a check for existing save files with conflicting name. That's fantastic too, because sometimes you can do the exact same trick somewhere else on the map and you can name it the exact same way and you're screwed. Brandalized DLC content is now free in the shop once the DLC is purchased. Okay, I thought it was always free, but I guess not. So I guess now when you actually go to the skate shop, the gear, they're talking about the gear in the skate shop is now free. I thought it was. All right, audio improvements. You get a lot of audio improvement stuff in this dev blog. Wind effects. Wind sound plays when going fast. Different sounds will play depending on if you're in air or on ground. Attenuation settings, tweaking attenuation fall-offs, adding occlusion, focus effects, Doppler, reverb distance. Okay, so this is fall-off distance test. Essentially, this is the sound that you'll hear depending on how far away the camera is. Added sounds when walking on different surfaces, grass, cars, plastic, etc. Added wheel impact sounds when exiting a manual, which is great because right now when you exit a manual, there aren't individual sounds for the wheels. Now that's cool. That helps with immersion. So right now we don't have individual sounds like that. Effects, testing a stereo delay on certain sounds to give more width. Added unique sounds when grinding on top of a fence. I thought they already had fence grind sounds. Added improved board impact audio. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed this. This section he's skating isn't in-game. So this is a new map right here. General mixing, daily challenges, grind challenges are now tracked in meters. Historical challenge, trick detection. Yes! Oh god, they're improving the trick detection. All right, Nolly Pop Shove and McBride, Enward Hill McBride. The Brooklyn Banks 2010 best line, Nate Roas. Yes, finally. All right, I hope I can get this. I've been trying to get this line for a while. They improved detection for Jamie Thomas's Welcome to Hell line. This was a pain in the ass to get. I just got this one. Onboarding improvements. We know that we have the best skate sim on the market. Our goal now is to improve how we introduce newcomers and players in a fun and progressive way to our extensive gameplay. As of the next patch planned for early 2023, all new players to the game or new characters created in your current game or experience a new onboarding flow. So there's a completely new tutorial in the works from what it sounds like here. The original Brooklyn Banks tutorial has been scrapped for a better placed and more traditional introduction to the gameplay mechanics. Feedback from new users was clear. The learning curve was too steep and was becoming a barrier to entry, creating frustration for players as opposed to empowering them. That's true. That's true. Like, the session tutorial has always been dog shit. I'm glad they're revamping it. The new default difficulty preset will now account for basic left stick navigation and does not require merit input for switch tricks. I don't know if I like that. This difficulty setting will now prove as a traditional step into the full session feature step once players have found their comfort in the core navigation and trick sets. While we're tackling how to improve the first-time user experience, we're also working on elements for our existing player base. As mentioned before, the content being produced is awesome, so it's only logical that we pursue features that promote the challenging of friends and sharing of content in the game world. To this extent, we're currently scoping and designing the potential for future features that will help transition your offline gameplay with the session community in a seamless manner. So I'm guessing some sort of social media integration where in the replay editor where you could take the clip that you've made in a replay and you can upload it to Instagram, TikTok, something. Upcoming content, new and unique object dropper assets for both the next free patch and subsequent DLC. We're working on the next pro skater who will be coming to session. He's a known pro for his absolute love of skateboarding and throwing backside 360s into his trick set. Some call him the MBD King, and we really feel he has the same level of passion we have for skateboarding. So let me know in the comments who you think this might be. Like, we're also working on a new map. This is our first foray into a non-city setting, not including skate parks, and we're loving the variety it's bringing so far. This map will be a part of a future DLC drop, so take a look at the image below and guess where you're going to be skating next. DLC dates will be announced after we release our next free patch early 2023. So they're really pushing this early 2023 thing. What this means is that the December update is this 2023 update. That is what happened. The December update has been pushed back. You might have noticed that there was no mention of new animations or overall core physics changes. Now, that's not saying that that stuff isn't going to happen. They did show off a lot of sound design stuff, and Vic, the lead programmer, he does all the physics. So, you know, there was no mention of Unreal Engine 5. I know Unreal Engine 5 had been hyped up. We knew Donovan was playing with Unreal Engine 5 builds and such, but now it seems that Unreal Engine 5 is a huge undertaking for the limited dev team that they have. They have one programmer, one or two programmers. I think they have, I'm pretty sure they just have one main programmer, pretty much just one person. That's a huge undertaking. Yeah, this was back before the game release. There's a lot of issues that are strictly outdated for Unreal Engine 4, not just about Goofy. UE5 help us makes it the game it's supposed to, that Unreal isn't. In order to build what we're building, UE5 is a must. Right? It is one or the other. Keywords, one or the other, for the things we want at the moment. So they have to do either one thing, they have to focus on one thing at a time. That's what Donovan's saying here. So now that UE5 is too big for one person to tackle, we are back to the old idea. The new animator was let go, and it's all about being transparent. So the new animator didn't work out. We're still looking for another animator. Apparently he wasn't suited for the role somehow. I don't understand. We need something, guys. The new maps are awesome and the new sound design is beautiful. I think this dev vlog should have gotten us more on the actual mechanics and physics side of things, because really from the looks of it, like, yeah, we're getting a new map, but it's really more updates to sound design and making the game more accessible to get people in there, which is good. That's a good thing, but poor mechanic stuff. These are the actual throwdown animations that were found in game. These are in the game files. These throwdown animations have been in the game files, but we just don't have them. So maybe one day, maybe when they get the right animator, or they can figure out how to like layer these physics with the animations properly. But yeah, that's going to be it for this session video. Ignore the mess in the background. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. My name is Kiba. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video and on Twitch. Peace.